going on, motorsports fans? Welcome to Loose Lug Nuts, and today we got to talk about Ty Gibbs. And this will come from an article on Bounding into Sports. Now, when you dish out problems that you see from other race car drivers, you got to be equal. And, coming off of different problems like we had with Bubba Wallace a couple weeks ago now, and him getting booed when he came back to after a suspension to Martinsville. Well, you got to talk about other stuff too, and that comes from people that are just, they're out here winning, but they're not doing it in a good way for the sport as a whole in other avenues. Now, Ty Gibbs is who we're talking about, obviously, and over here on the article, Ty Gibbs bizarrely compares himself to Jesus Christ after wrecking his teammate to take the checkered flag at Martinsville. What a crazy, crazy headline. But anybody knows Ty Gibbs, they know he's had different problems in the past. So we'll go over to this article. Obviously, it reads, Ty Gibbs bizarrely compares himself to Jesus Christ after wrecking his teammate to take the checkered flag at Martinsville. Now, we can go down and we can watch this video real quick.
2 laps. Let's see if we can complete them. Ty Gibbs, Noah Gregson making up row 1. Brandon Jones, Sheldon Creed make up row 2.
Good restart by the 19. And that outside line as well.
Big push by the 19. And he gets to the inside again. 3 wide as they come out of 2. Now, 3 wide isn't going to work through 3 and 4. Sheldon Creed.
So obviously we're having some interesting things going on coming out of this. Going into the final laps. 3 wide with the 19, the 54, and the 9 car. 2 gives the 19 a nice little bump, which ends up giving him, the go-ahead, the lead ahead of Ty Gibbs. Now watch what happens.
Shoving the 19. He's sideways, but he lurches out front. The white flag one more time around.
Ty Gibbs giving a nice little shove coming around that corner. Or right before the corner, actually. No, that was not an accident.
Jones around, caution comes out.
Obviously not the greatest. Look, it's his teammate as well. You got people who have what they think they're owed or how they should be able to get away with stuff. Some people have obviously taken the side and said that's just racing and all this stuff. And but then they'll also come out and be mad at the people who are mad about what Bubba Wallace did or anybody else for that matter. So let's see. We'll finish this.
Sees the checkered yellow
Obviously,
flags.
he wins.
And Ty Gibbs put the bumper to the back of the 19, and that's the damage that happened.
Totally just disregarded. Didn't care. Wanted the win.
Yes, they drive for the same organization, Joe Gibbs Racing. And the way they finish.
Now, they go through there. I don't know if they'll show it or not. So then after winning this way, not everybody likes that. I mean, that's just blatant infuriation, if that's even a word, but let's see if they show
Ty
it.
Gibbs punted the 19 of Brandon Jones. And now he's going to
well, at least now they show him. Now after winning that way,
and we'll see what they
the
think about
dirtiest
what
of
Ty
ways,
Gibbs just
your own
did when he gets
teammate,
out of the
just because
car.
you wanted to win, and he still went out and burned his tires, smoked it out, whatever. What they don't show is he proceeds to, let's see. On the last lap of the race, Gibbs intentionally ran into the rear of Jones going into turn 1. The impact sent Jones spinning up the track and into the outside wall. The wreck drew the caution, but due to NASCAR's rules, the caution ended the race and the win was awarded to Gibbs. So he intentionally wrecks his own teammate, which causes a caution, prematurely ending the race early, making him the winner. Now, after wrecking his teammate, Gibbs went on to celebrate in victory in front of the crowd that, just like earlier, just like what would happen on Sunday with the crowd booing Bubba Wallace after his return during the introductions, it's equal. No one liked this move. Everybody knows it's not good, especially your own teammate, and it's really dirty. So let's watch this.
And now you hear the crowd responding. Marty.
The booze raining down.
Crowd's booing.
At Martinsville, Ty Gibbs with a win.
And in his feeling himself type of way, does the whole, like, I live off of your booze type, waving the hands. Obviously, he got really booed hard. We'll watch this as well. Yeah. Obviously, that refers to Ty Gibbs Gibbs Racing because of his grandfather. Speaking with SiriusXM NASCAR Radio after the race, Gibbs was asked about getting booed. He responded, "I always go back to the same verse. Jesus was hated first and among all the people. So, that's a part of it, I feel like. Silencing out the crowd. And I feel like that's what you have to do as a professional athlete." Now, pulling one of the dirtiest moves you possibly can, especially on your own teammate, as I keep iterating. Then goes on SiriusXM NASCAR station to do an interview and compares himself to Jesus Christ. Compares what Jesus went through in the Bible to him getting booed by the crowd at Martinsville. We'll go ahead and listen to that as well.
Does it bother you inside? It's really getting to know you is what people are going to like to do. And they sometimes like to boo people. They like to boo Kyle Busch. You got up on top of the car, you heard the boos, and you were like, bring it on. Not everybody can wear the black cowboy hat, right?
Sure.
How do you feel about all this and, what's inside of you on it,
Yeah, for sure. I always go back to the same verse that, Jesus was hated first and among all the people. So, that's a part of it. I feel like, just.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ty Gibbs is the new Jesus Christ of our age. Well, he sees himself that way. Just wearing a tracksuit. Not a tracksuit, sorry. A race suit. When asked if the booze eat him up, Gibbs replied, "No, not at all. And if I did let it eat me up, then it would be weak on my part." He's had multiple situations over this last year and in the past, and he's proving that, one, he's trying to use the whole Jesus thing as a way to justify his actions in a way, and it feels like that's what he experiences the equivalent of what Jesus did, which is still crazy. It is, as they point out in the article, it's wild that Gibbs would compare himself to Jesus Christ by paraphrasing the Gospel of John, which reads, "If the world hates you, realize that it hated me first. If you belong to the world would love its own. But because you do not belong to the world, and I have chosen you out of the world hates you." So, yeah. Talk about having an ego as much and growing up coddled. I think so. Super young, But yeah. So there's obviously more in this article, going over a lot of things, a lot of different passages covering that. But yeah, I think that's about it. That covers it, and I think everybody gets the gist of it. So, what do you think? Leave it down in the comments for me. I appreciate the watch. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you on, well, probably next time Ty Gibbs does something crazy or someone else. Hit those brakes, guys.